Se você não quer ficar de fora e aproveitar a maior promoção do ano do Cambly, que está dando 50% de desconto em qualquer plano anual, corre lá no Cambly.com ou no aplicativo do Cambly, C-A-M de Maria, B de bola, L-Y, não se esqueçam disso, e você pode ser um dos primeiros 2.000 que comprar. Ou seja, só tá valendo por um número específico de pessoas. Se você for do 2001, já não vai conseguir fazer isso. Então não perca essa chance. Use o nosso código quando você entrar lá, que é Inglês de Necru tracinho 50 off. Ou vai direto no link que eu vou deixar aqui também na descrição do episódio. Ah, não se esqueça. Esse código também dá uma aula grátis para quem ainda não conhece e quer experimentar. Então vai lá, use o código. Faz a aula experimental e você está automaticamente concorrendo automaticamente participando para ter o 50% de desconto no plano anual, tá bom? Now, on with the show!
Hello, hey, sweet people, and welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster, and as always, I am here with a beautiful little girl who is laughing a lot, who I love very much and miss dearly.
Oh, I love you, Amor, and I miss you.
I'm here with
Alexia.
Hey, Alexia, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited because today we have another episode with fun expressions about food, which is one of my favorite things to talk about.
Yes, it's true. Did I tell you that there is a new Mexican restaurant around here?
You did. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I love Portuguese food, but one of my few complaints about Portuguese food is they don't really have good Mexican restaurants like we do in the U.S.
Yeah, well, because, Portugal doesn't need to steal other countries' food to have good food, so.
Sure. Okay. So, Alexia, yesterday we talked about some fun phrases that have to do with food. In some way, they are connected to food or cuisine. And today we have a few more fun phrases that I'm not sure if you know these phrases, but they are all very common, very useful. So, you ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Let's start with an easy one to get off on the right foot.
Okay.
Can I get a sweet, sweet drum roll?
Trrr.
First fun food expression for today is a piece of cake.
Ooh, this episode is a piece of cake for me because I know everything.
Okay, let's see. Can you explain to me in English what a piece of cake means? And
it's very easy.
Exactly. So we're not literally talking about a piece of cake. Of course, you can say that. But in this case, it means...
It's easy. Yeah. It's very easy.
It's very easy.
To accomplish, to do, it's very easy.
Yeah, exactly. So can you give me a non-podcast related example?
Yeah. Traveling to Portugal was a piece of cake. No trouble, no problems at all. During customs, everything was fine.
Yeah, except nowadays that example does not work at all.
You asked me for an example, so.
Yeah, so a piece of cake just means something that's very easy, and normally you are suggesting perhaps that it's like so easy that it's almost surprising.
Yeah, exactly.
So I imagine, like, my dad loves to have little projects around the house. And, for example, if my dad is trying to fix the TV is not working correctly, and I say, hey, Dad, did you fix the TV? He say, yeah, it was a piece of cake. Like, yeah, it was super easy. I did it very fast. Okay, so that one was pretty easy. You could even say the first one was a piece of cake. But the second one, I think, is going to be a little bit more difficult, perhaps. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, the second expression we have today, which is another one I've never really thought about having a connection with food, but it certainly does. The next expression is fishy.
That person is fishy.
you could say that. That doesn't really give any helpful context at all. But we are saying...
Não, eu tava jogando verde pra ver se você caía. So maybe I'm on the right track.
Okay, good try. So we are saying fishy. So this is just fish, like peixe, with a Y at the end. And the Y makes an E sound. So fishy. Do you have an idea about this one?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah?
So let me give you an example to see if maybe you can guess it. So I received an email this morning. This is not true. I'm just giving an example. I received an email this morning that says someone is suggesting, how can I... Okay, that's a terrible example.
Fishy is like it's not trustful. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit fishy. You can't trust that much. It sounds weird.
Exactly. It's probably too good to be true. It's not trustworthy. Não é muito confiável. É pouco suspeito.
But isn't it like catfish?
No, that is a different expression also related to a fish.
Yeah, but when it's suspeito, you could be catfish because of the fishy email, for example.
Yeah. Okay, so we are combining a couple of different ideas here. So a catfish, when you are referring to people on the internet, that is someone that is pretending to be a different person.
I think that there is a MTV show called Catfish.
There is a show, and the guy wrote a book about it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a catfish is someone trying to pretend to be a different person, and it's normally like a ridiculous situation with someone dating someone online that they've never met, and it turns out to be a totally different person. But if someone is fishy, or normally we say something like a situation is fishy, that means it's probably too good to be true. It seems like there's something not totally right.
Okay.
So, for example, you could say, I don't know, that deal sounds a little fishy to me. Like there has to be something else there.
There has to be a catch.
Exactly. And you catch a fish.
Yeah.
Haha.
Woohoo.
So I think you can use fishy essentially as a synonym for suspicious, suspeito.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, we don't use it as much for people, but we use it for things and situations.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one, Alexia, this one does have to do with people. We almost exclusively use it for people. So do you understand when I say, don't worry about one bad apple?
Yeah, don't worry about one bad apple. It means like, don't worry about that person because that person is bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a bad...
Is it almost the same as black sheep?
It's
almost
similar.
The same.
Similar, but different in some important ways. So in our earlier episode talking about animals, we talked about the phrase a black sheep, which is normally someone that is different, normally in a family, like a person that doesn't really fit in, that's a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
A bad apple is much more negative. It doesn't just mean different, but it actually means bad.
Yeah, like all the groups of friends has a bad apple.
Yeah, that's a good example.
I mean, I'm generalizing just to make sense because, I mean, when that person is a bad apple, that person should be your friend, but...
Right. And we almost always use this in the context of a group of people. So, for example, a company. It's like, don't let one bad apple ruin the company's reputation. So what you're saying is this one person does not represent the entire group of apples. Most of the apples are good and fresh and sweet. But this apple, yeah, you don't want to touch that apple.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Cool. Okay, the last phrase for today, Alexia. This one is fun, and I just thought about this one, and I wanted to talk about it. So the last phrase we have is cool as a cucumber.
Ooh, I'm cool. I'm doing nothing. I'm just enjoying my day. Don't worry about anything.
Okay, so when you say I'm doing nothing, you want to say I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, first, do you know what a cucumber is?
É pepino, não é?
Exactly. So, você é tão legal quanto pepino.
No. Então, pepino em português, quando usado em relação a símbolo, pode ser uma conotação sexual do órgão genital masculino. Então, when you translate this to Portuguese, it's very weird.
Yeah, another good example of why direct translations do not work most of the time.
Yes.
In English, a cucumber really does not have any sexual connotations. This is a very safe phrase to say. But yeah, you are essentially right. If you are as cool as a cucumber, this is just a fun way to say that you are cool, you're good, things are great, you're chill, you're relaxed.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So I remembered this phrase, and I was thinking about different expressions with food, and pretty much the only restaurant in the city where I went to university to study, they had a sandwich called the Cool Cucumber. And I believe it had cucumbers. I don't remember what else was on the sandwich. But the idea of the sandwich is, hey, this one's really cool.
Yeah, pepino, when you have pepino, cucumber, in any food, people say that it's used for open your appetite.
Your appetite?
Yeah. For example, when you go to Japanese restaurant, right? Usually they will serve cucumber before the main dish.
Yeah.
Because this will clean your mouth and your digestive blah, blah, blah to help you eat.
Yeah. In this case, a lot of times we say to clean your palate.
Yeah, clean your palate. Paladar.
Yeah. Or we say to wet your palate.
I like cleaning your palate better.
Yeah, but if you think about it, a cucumber does actually have a cooling effect. It is normally kind of cold. I'm imagining, I've never done this personally, but some people, when you go to a spa, you see images of people like with cucumbers on their eyes, I guess to like help reduce bags under your eyes. So cucumbers are cool. And if you're as cool as a cucumber, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. It's a good life strategy. Just be like a cucumber.
Exactly. So I think that's a good place to call it a day for today, Alexia. So until tomorrow, I hope all of you stay as cool as a cucumber. I know that there are not any bad apples. There's nothing fishy going on. What was the last phrase?
Piece of cake.
This episode was a piece of cake because it's so much fun to teach you guys new expressions.
Awesome. So I'll talk to you guys on the next episode.
See you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Necrorádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenecro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesdenecro.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.